I recommend Dr. Goodnight for your non-invasive body contouring.
With CoolSculpting, to determine how many treatments you need, you first decide how big an area you want to treat. There's 5 templates being. Here's a marking for just one template where you just treat that one little pooch in the lower belly and do a 2-minute massage and you're done. This is for 2 templates, one on each side of the midline. Here's for 3 templates or 4 treatments here. And here's the actual markings being done using the templates for 4 treatments. And here's a bigger belly, so it required 5 treatments, so you're seeing 5 templates marked. Old CoolSculpting applicators on the top, the new, more comfortable and wider ones on the bottom. With the new applicators, you just strap them on for 35 minutes. You remove them and do a 2-minute massage. This person's doing 3 treatments all in one day. This person's doing 4 of these 35-minute treatments all in one day. And this person's doing 5 35-minute CoolSculpting treatments all in one day. You can also do the upper belly over the ribs. Sometimes you can do it as just 1 treatment across the midline. More often, though, it's 1 on each side of the midline, so 2 treatments. The hips can be treated with 1 35-minute session each upper hip if they're not that big. Or some people, the hips are big enough, you can do 1 now and another 1 later, or both at the same time. Upper hip and lower hip. You always follow with a 2-minute massage though. This person's hips are big enough they got to do 3 treatments per side all in one day. The applicator's landed on the hips, it's then strapped in there. You do this while you're standing up, but then you actually do the treatment while you're lying down. You remove it after 35 minutes and you do the 2-minute massage. You do it 3 times on each side. The upper arms can also be done. Just 1 treatment each upper arm. You can always repeat it in the future if you still have some fat remaining. But you definitely repeat it on the other arm. The inner thighs are landed while you are standing, but you're seated for the actual procedure for 35 minutes while it's freezing. And then you remove it. As always, you do that 2-minute massage of the area in order to kill the fat. As far as inner knees, if you have enough fat there and the applicator fits, you can also do a 35-minute treatment there. Outer thighs are done using a CoolSmooth Pro. First you mark the area while you're sitting down with the legs propped up. That's the actual CoolSmooth Pro being removed after an hour and 15-minute treatment. You do the massage. Occasionally, any fat left after liposuction in the central belly can be done. You always follow CoolSculpting if you want the best results with heat. And it's RF heating where you're trying to keep the temperature over 113 degrees to augment the results. You do it as 20-minute sessions weekly for several weeks. You can do actually quite a large area as 2 handpieces are used simultaneously using 2 machines. This also tightens and smooths the skin and often increases the amount of fat that's killed from the CoolSculpting. People ask me all the time how much fat you can kill with CoolSculpting, so this is going to explain that to you. You can only kill with CoolSculpting what fits into the applicator. I have 2 applicators here, the Cool Advantage and the Cool Advantage Plus. What fits into this applicator is this much fat, as you can see there. It basically takes a 1/4 pound of fat like this, shaped like that thick, squeezes it into there and freezes it to death, which is an area that big to start with, that thick. And as a result, if you just stop there with CoolSculpting, this is how much fat you would kill. 1 stick of butter worth of fat, 1/4 pound. But people want to kill more than just a 1/4 pound. So if you, after you freeze it, if you then heat it, you can take that same area, heat it up once a week, 4 times with RF heating, and the fat that was frozen underneath but not killed, but very traumatized, gets further beaten up, and you kill some of the fat underneath it depending on how good your heat tolerance. It starts killing just a little bit at 113, does a great job over 116. And you want to do it for as many minutes as you can tolerate. 15 minutes is pretty typical. And the Cool Advantage Plus just does a bigger area. This big of an area instead of this big of an area, which is what this one gets. And it takes more fat in. A bigger piece fits in there. The Cool Advantage versus the Cool Advantage Plus. That's what fits in there. This is 2 sticks of butter worth of fat. That's what you can kill with the Cool Advantage Plus. If you want to kill a little more, let's say you want to kill 3 or 4 sticks, then you take that same fat that's been traumatized by freezing it, and then you heat over it. And the fat that was beneath it is also traumatized and can't take repeated heat trauma, and you kill some of it that way. Because this alone kills very little fat. It mainly just depletes the cells. But the combination ends up killing more fat. And then you get the great advantage of radio frequency, which is, it always will help smooth the surface, tighten the skin, help with cellulite, and help with some scars.